Hey everyone, we're here at the New Beginnings retreat after surgery. Today is Sunday the 17th of March. Surgery was 2 days ago. A little shaky on all the details as far as the timeline goes. So I'm going to hand it off and you can kind of talk us through what's gone on up to now.
Okay, so we went into surgery. We got to the surgery center on Friday at maybe a little after 10.
A little after 10, yeah.
In the morning. And then you went in and got
they did like a
urine sample. And then you went in and got your IV, and Dr. Garamoni came in and marked you.
Mm-hmm.
And you got like in your gown, your hospital gown and stuff like that. And then I went back and hung out with you in the pre-op sort of.
The pre-op waiting area, on
area.
the bed.
Mm-hmm. And that happened pretty quick. We didn't have to wait very long, I feel like, to get you in, to get you all that stuff set up. And then we waited a while in the pre-op. The staging area, so to speak. Yeah,
there was one other person that was ahead of us who was there when I arrived, and I think Garamoni marked us both at the same time, and then Garamoni went back and did that surgery, and then came back and got me. And they gave me a drug. It was wrote it down. Anyway, so they gave me a drug that was, it's like in the benzo class, just basically kind of like wiped me out, made me a little fuzzy. It was like,
Versed?
Yes, Versed.
Versed.
Yeah, and they...
That was like as they were wheeling you to surgery. So we'd been hanging out, and then the nurse came and said, I'm going to give you this medication, it's going to help you relax and stay calm, and then they like wheeled you out, and I went back to the waiting room, and that was about 12:45. And then...
And at that point, I remember, once I got to the operating room, I remember climbing from one bed to the other, and that was a little trippy. And after that, I don't really remember anything. I remember waking up in the post-op room, in the recovery room, and from the point that I remember on, I was lucid. Like, there was no loopiness, there was no, I'm feeling dizzy, it was just, I'm awake now, and I'm fine. There wasn't a lot of pain or anything like that. Did I miss anything in the interim? I mean, obviously I missed an entire operation, but...
Right. Surgery, it was about an hour and 15 minutes from the moment that I went back to the waiting room, and then they told me that you were heading to recovery.
Okay.
And then I don't think I had to wait very long for you to be in recovery, like maybe an hour.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, Garamoni came by and said that we had spoken 3 times, and I don't remember the first 2 times at all. I do remember the 3rd time, and it was just like a, hey, thanks for doing a great job, we're still alive, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
And then we kind of hung out a little bit. Was I really uncomfortable afterwards? No?
When I first got there, they sat you up. You hadn't had anything to drink yet. So when I first got there, you were like, I'm so thirsty, I want something to drink. And the nurse said you couldn't have anything for another half an hour. And then they sat you up to drink some water, and you didn't like that.
Yeah. It was like pulling at everything, and it was uncomfortable sitting up.
But then they laid you back down, and you like closed your eyes and relaxed for a while.
Yeah.
And then the next time you sat up, you seemed to do okay.
Yeah. Well, it was a little better. Yeah. We had great nurses there that were taking care of us, and it felt pretty good. And then they released us. I got to put on some clothes, went to the bathroom, and then we came back here to the retreat. A little fuzzy on that part. We stopped and got gas or something. Yeah.
And then we came back here and set you up in the recliner, and you just basically were there.
Yeah.
And You're just in the recliner for like the next like 18 hours or so.
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
Pretty
up
much.
and walked around a little bit here and there, but mostly it was just relaxing, sleeping, taking meds on schedule. Took a little bit of Vicodin, not a whole lot. Mostly at night. It's been really helpful at night. That and Benadryl. I found out I have a tape allergy.
That's right. You're allergic to that paper tape.
So it's really, really itchy. I've got, it like taped all across the top part of the bandages, and I've actually given myself a blister on one spot underneath my left side where the drain comes out. I guess the drain is rubbing over a bit of my skin, so I actually have a blister with like fluid filled. It's quite uncomfortable. Also itchy.
But not uncommon, they were saying. So, yeah, everybody here agrees that the tape is by far the worst part. And everybody's skin is like super red from the tape, and Emery actually had his tape like peeled off his skin and like folded down a little bit so that nothing's like moving, it's not going anywhere, but so like less of the adhesive and the tape is on his skin because it's bothering him so much. But
yeah,
one guy here, his is on day 7 of, he has his post-op tomorrow, and he's like, I'm so ready to get this tape off. Like that's what he's like really like looking forward to. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that, and it's only day 2, 3.
Yeah, so, yeah. You had surgery on Friday, and this is Sunday, so Saturday, Sunday, day 2. 2 days since surgery.
Yeah. But yeah, crazy. I'm not thinking about the implications of surgery yet at all. I'm not able to process that part at all yet. Not thinking about the fact that, my breasts aren't there anymore. Nope. Every time I even go down that road a little bit, I just distract myself. Because, like, if I need to have, like, an emotional moment, like, to process, it's gonna hurt too much. So I'm just kind of tabling that to deal with later. But, I'm glad that I went through with it. I'm, doing well, feel pretty good. Itchy. Not ouchy, but itchy, definitely.
You said you're a little achy.
Yeah.
Not so much in pain, just like
there's
aching and sore.
Yeah. One of the guys said that, I wouldn't really feel the incisions, and it's true, like, I don't. Where the cuts were made, or, like, where I suspect they are, underneath the bandages, I don't really feel that part aching at all. It's mostly, like, the muscle tissue underneath is, up a little bit higher, a little bit lower is a little bit achy. And then there are just moments of, like, oh my gosh, I'm so itchy right there, and, but, I think itches are healing, right? That's what I've been told. So.
One interesting thing that's been sort of like, I don't know, I think it's sort of like humorous and I didn't really expect it, is like, so the drains are, they're kind of obvious, they like stick out. Yeah, sure, you wanna? Yeah. And so when when any of the guys like button their shirts like over the drains, it's like, wait a minute, didn't we resolve that issue? Like so it's kind of like been every once in a while I catch it like out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, hold on, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like kind of funny. Like another guy here was like, I'm pretty sure I just paid a whole lot of money to fix that problem. So
yeah.
Yeah, so that's just kind of like trippy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's been good. I've had a lot of, my fluids have steadily been going from, darker to clearer, and they're still, pretty red. I made the joke last night that it looked kind of like fruit punch, and, a little gross.
I had it like in a paper cup. I had the like drain.
The drain fluid. Yeah. It was gross.
Party animal.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been doing really well. I think the worst part is by far the itchiness. It's not very painful at all. I'm not fiending over the Vicodin like I thought I was going to. I am, however, fiending over my Benadryl. Like, I watch the clock to see when I can take it again, because it's just so itchy.
We have to, like, plan it too, like, because when he takes 2 Benadryl, he just, like...
passes out.
Conks out. So we have to, like, okay, so we'll get him all comfortable and, like, turn the TV on or something, and, like, give him his 2 Benadryl, and, like, within, like, 15 minutes, he's like... Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst part for me is that we can't cuddle.
Yeah.
We've been trying to, like, figure out how to hug. Just like I know, right? We have to be, like, super gentle, and I've been sleeping by myself, and he's been sleeping in the recliner, which is good, because I think if we slept together in the same bed, like, I know I would, like, wake up in the middle of the night. Yeah, it would be bad. So it's kind of been nice to have, like, the blankets to myself and all the rooms. I'm a blanket hug anyway, so I don't...
Yeah. But yeah. Still the blankets, I feel the sheets.
Yeah. But it's been kind of like...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been good.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been difficult not being physically close. It is something I very much miss. And, like, even just standing like this with my arm around your waist, like, I could stand here for about 45 seconds, and then my muscles would just get tired, and then I have to put my arm down. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know?
When you have to stay, like, moving, like, we've been, like, every few hours he gets up and, like, walks around the pool and walks around the room and keeps everything moving so it doesn't get all stiff. And
yeah. And to clarify, I'm not in the pool walking around. I'm walking around the edge of the pool.
He said he was doing laps in the pool, and somebody was like, "What?
You're doing what? No. Yeah, no. I'm not. I'm walking around the edge of the pool. Carefully, so I don't fall in, because that would suck. Yeah. But, yeah, it's been good. You can wear deodorant afterwards, like, after the surgery. It's just, like, lifting your arm up enough to get the deodorant stick underneath there is a little uncomfortable, but, you know, you do what you do, and, I think, was it this morning that I went in the shower with you with, like, the removable shower head, and I got to, like, bathe my lower half? And I think tonight we're gonna wash my hair, and that'll be nice.
One thing that we should have thought about, or, like, I wish we had, is that dry powder shampoo. I think when we get home, depending on how showering goes, like, we might get some of the dry powder shampoo, just so, like, if showering is, like, really physically overwhelming, that we can still, like, you know, sort of wash his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that might be something to
think about.
Mm-hmm.
And, let's see, I've been trying to stay really hydrated. I feel like, you know, the needing to pee every once in a while helps me remember that I have to get up and walk around. And I've been trying to take deep breaths every 2 to 3 hours, like the post-op suggestion. So we've been doing that, like, you know, if I go pee, or if I'm taking medicine, I try and just to keep my lungs open and active. The compression isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. You know, everyone's saying, like, oh, you know, you have to get it loosened, or it hurts so much, and it's like, no, it's itchy. Like, this feels actually, like, less compression than my binder. So, I mean, this is nothing, really. You know, I could be in like this for the next 30 days, and I'd be okay. If it wasn't itchy, that would be fine. Like, the pressure itself doesn't bother me. But, yeah. I get really tired doing very basic things. I cut some vegetables this afternoon for our lunch, and I cut 2 tomatoes and a cucumber.
I thought he was gonna fall asleep at the table eating stuff.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I guess I didn't really anticipate how weak I was actually gonna be. Just like my muscles would be like using all their energy for healing rather than for doing things. Didn't really take that into account. But I mean, you know, the only way to find my limits is to actually test them, so I'm just kind of doing a little bit here and there and seeing how it goes, and it's been going pretty well.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
We have post-op on Wednesday, so today's Sunday, we have post-op on Wednesday. So hopefully we'll get some more stuff in between now and then. And yeah, so the post-op on Wednesday will be like the big reveal. Where Ceremony will like remove all the bandages and look at everything and make sure everything's looking good, and we'll get to see the work for the first time. So yeah.
And not be itchy anymore.
And not be itchy.
Oh, yes.
And the drains come out.
Oh, yes, the drains. Yeah.
The drains are not bad. They're really not bad at all.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah. I think I'm not quite ready for the big reveal yet. You know, mostly just because haven't processed that part.
Got a couple days though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to process before then.
That's okay.
I'm just like spending all my time healing and.
That's good though. I think that's okay though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
You have your whole life.
It's true. Whole life to process.
It's all a process.
That's true. It really is. Yeah, but it's good, and I feel like we're making good steps and healing well, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be what it is.
Yep.
All right, and now I'm tired again, so I'm gonna go crawl back into my recliner, and we'll talk more later.
We'll see you later.
Bye.